very much for Arun Bhagwat. The major focus of his speech was on funding, very interestingly, and how to funding the challenge of funding. And thanks for a very brilliant presentation. And obviously, all these speakers, all these very eminent speakers needed much more time. In fact, but they have done a brilliant job within the time. Once again, congratulations. Thank you very much. And then now, with the permission of the chair, I would like to go to question answer session. Any audience, anybody wants to ask questions to the briefly, very pointed questions, specific questions to anyone? Please pass on the mic. Please pass on. Before the mic is passed on, regarding funding, I would like to repeat one thing, that market is education. This policy opens market education to markets, to privatization, and it may not be surprising soon if we look forward to, if we see big money players entering education, because private is going to be private and it's going to be market oriented, and I'm not surprised if stalls are coming up in the future. The education institutions will go for public listing, do those kinds of things happening. Those kinds of things will happen soon. Okay. So I think we need to, those who are in education, it's going to be privatization and marketing. We need to take care of this issue. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everybody. We really like the presentations made by all of the panelists over here. But the thing I would like to share is the rural perspectives. Like Dr. Mohanarwa, Prabhu, and Rishwar Master has put in. One factor comes into the mind is the key stakeholder is the parent. I've been working in the rural area for 15 years for running a school. As Mr. Prabhu would say, we had a lot of problems convincing the parents about the skills of the students. We try to develop them in a particular way because there is sports or culture, but ultimately it comes, they will come and tell us, is he getting 90%? No. Ultimately it stops there. We wanted to send them to national level, then sometimes state level competitions, but the break has to be put there because all they are concerned is 90% and they have to go to the engineering. Because quality of the job, now we are talking about the job situation here, because every parent you ask, they are asking is, where are the jobs? When we are talking about these skills, basic skills, are they ready for training them in these skills? Because we always like the dignity of labor is not there at present here. And what we are finding difficult is convincing the kind of parents. Now who makes the decisions? When the child comes from primary school to high school level, then PU and all, who makes the decisions? Because they are, the upbringing in such a way, they have no decisions to make except they look back to the parents. And parents are the deciding factors. So here, I think how to reach, the outreach from the universities or from the colleges or the institutions towards the parents. I think parent training is rather telling them what are the opportunities in future. Like Dr. Saidapur has put it bluntly, where are the jobs? Basic jobs are disappearing. All driverless vehicles and then automated industries and everything. So where are the jobs? How do we go? So in this aspect, how do we reach to the parents? Because what I have seen here, when you ask for the parents, no parent comes. Only students are there. That means that kind of influence is not there. So when they are opening up new avenues for the children, now how are we going to reach them? That is the one factor we have to tell us. If you have any ideas regarding this, how to reach them and how to make them to take it along with us to the new education policy, because which is wonderful in the future. Thank you.
Yes. Sir, who would you like to?
It is just an observation.
An observation.
What regarding the rural scenario?
Sir,
See, unless and until we de-link education to the livelihood. So everybody feels, why the education? You ask any rural parent, so why the education? So I need my wards to get a good livelihood. He wants to be an engineer or a doctor or in a government job. So unless and until you cut off that, it's not possible. Everybody will feel that he's there for a livelihood. That's why even the English medium, he feels that English gets him a job. He's not against the vernacular language. He's not also against the English. What he wants is a job. Unless and until you cut off that, it's not going to solve. One more thing I wanted to, give me one more minute. See, what I want to tell is we have proposed now the National Education Commission has been proposed this policy. What I want the government to do is de-link this from the government, like what we have in the Election Commission. Election Commission is appointed by the President of India. And now, because we had a last few years back, the Vice Chancellors, the UGC Chairman were reporting to the HRD Minister who or she was not a graduate even. There is a controversy. Maybe she was very much capable, that's a different thing. So, such things will not arise. We have in Karnataka now the textbooks, people say that, a lot of things have been said which are not real. The previous government. And this government wants to change the text or the syllabus. This syllabus should not be as per the whims and fancies of the individual minister or as per the ideologies of the parties. So why not we have a National Education Commission totally cut off? Government will give the grants, that's okay. But government will not meddle with the policy here now and then. Now even in this, now we say that 2020 policy is wonderful. The next government which may come, we don't know, they may, of course they can't change the policy, but they will not implement the policy. But they will implement in only pieces. So unless and until we have a National Education Commission completely cut off from the government, there is no political interference, I think it is going to be difficult. Why? Because this policy is extremely good. With whatever we said, some of us have played the devil's advocate role here, but still the policy is good. Unless and until this policies continue with the independent support, otherwise that could happen. So that's what I feel. And again, your answer to your thing is we have to cut off the education to the livelihood. Then only that can be, set right. Thank you.
I think delinking that your vocation job and your education is quite tough because everybody works only for a job. Ultimately what it comes is that job is guaranteed if you are good. If not, you are into some mistake. That is the kind of thing that's been happening. But now what you are telling is that you can't delink education with job because it's entirely dependent on the kind of livelihood I am going to earn. Because in future it is a very tough situation and how I am going to prepare the young minds to get into this.
If I can just intervene, I do agree with you that it has to be dealing from the job. Sri Muralidhar Prabhu just told us very clearly about how it has to be done. One of the things I find is a lacuna is that parents are not involved in this. It's a wonderful policy. It is a futuristic policy. One thing in the morning, the speaker, Dr. Saidapur very clearly said that there are more jobs that are going to be created. We have to keep ourselves open to the new kinds of jobs that are going to be created, not just the regular job. Some jobs are going to go away, but new jobs are going to be created. It's not going to end. That's one thing. Secondly, parents have to be involved in this process also of education. Parents have to be educated. We need to call the parents to the institutions and tell them why we are following this policy. General public doesn't know about this policy. Only the teaching fraternity we have been discussing about it, but the parents have to get to know what is happening in the country, what is happening and what are the policies, how they have to, students have to start thinking of how they can contribute to society. Not just doing a job. I do it for myself, my family, and it's ended with that. No, it has to be, every child has to start thinking for the nation, for humanity. Otherwise, we'll be going to this narrow-mindedness. Even children are to be educated, parents are to be educated, that they have to contribute something to humanity or society.
Yeah, that is the point. How we get involved and into the process.
Please, any other person?
Direct questions, 1 minute for each question.
Sir, my question is to Dr. Mohan Alva sir. ಸರ್ ನೀವು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸಿನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ನಾನೀಗ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಒಬ್ಬ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ, ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ, ನಾನು ಯಕ್ಷಗಾನವನ್ನು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, ಯಕ್ಷಗಾನದಲ್ಲೇ ಒಂದು ನನಗೆ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಸಿಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ಅಥವಾ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟಿಂದ ಏನಾದರೂ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೊವಿಷನ್ ಸಿಗ್ಬಹುದಾ?
ಯಾಕೆ ಸಿಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದೆ? ನಾನು ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ಕಾರವೇ ಇದರ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಏನು ಅದೇ ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತಿಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇದು ಏನು ಕಷ್ಟ, ಅವನ ಪ್ರತಿಭೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಅಂಥ ಒಂದು ಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದರೆ, ಇವತ್ತೊಂದು ಯಕ್ಷಗಾನವನ್ನೇ ತಾವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಲೆ ಇರಲಿ, ಯಕ್ಷಗಾನ ಯಾಕೆ ಅವನು ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೇಳಗಳಿದೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ತಂಡಗಳಿದೆ, ಏನು ಕಥೆ ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಇವತ್ತೊಬ್ಬ ಪರಿಪೂರ್ಣ ಕಲಾವಿದ ಬಂದರೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಯೂ ಬರದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಬರೋದು ಯಾವಾಗ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ಅವನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ತನ್ನ ಪ್ರತಿಭೆಯನ್ನು ಬಾಲ್ಯದಿಂದ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಎಂಬುದೇ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ. ಅವನು ಬಂದು ಆ ಯೌವನಾವಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅವನು ಕಲಾವಿದನಾಗಿ ಈಗ ಏನು ಕಷ್ಟ ನಮಗೊಂದು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿ, ಈಗ ಇರುವಂಥ ಒಬ್ಬ ಯಕ್ಷಗಾನದ ಭಾಗವತ ಇರಲಿ, ಒಬ್ಬ ಮುಖ್ಯ ವೇಷಗಾರ ಇರಲಿ, ಯಾರೇ ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಈಗ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಕಾಲ ಬೇರೆ ಬಳಪತ್ತು. ಈಗ ಅವನು ಒಂದು ವಿಮಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಹೊರಟು ಬೊಂಬಾಯಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಒಂದು ಗಂಟೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಪುನಃ ಈಚೆ ವಿಮಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ. ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ದಿನದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಥ ವರಮಾನ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದಾಗಿ ಅವನ ಪ್ರತಿಭೆ ಎಂಬುದು ಬಹಳ ಮುಖ್ಯ, ಅವನು ಯಾವ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಎಂಬುದು ಮುಖ್ಯ. ಇದ್ದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರವನ್ನೇ ಕಾದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕಲೀಲಿಕ್ಕೂ ಕಲೆಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರದರ್ಶಿಸಬೇಕು. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಆಸ್ಪದ ಇದೆ.
ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಮಿತ್ರರೊಬ್ಬ ಮೋಹನ್ ಹೆಗಡೆ ಅಂತ ಯಕ್ಷಗಾನದ ಕಲಾವಿದ ಅವರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಹಂದೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮೆಗಸೆಸೆ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ರು. ಪ್ರದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂಬಾಸಿಡರ್ ಕರೆದು ಅವತ್ತು ರಾತ್ರಿ ಅವತರನ್ನು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಮಕ್ಕಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಮೋಹನ್ ಹೆಗಡೆ ಯಕ್ಷಗಾನ ಕಲಾವಿದ, ಅವ್ನು ಡ್ರೆಸ್ಸಿನ ಏನು ತಗೊಂಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಶಾಲ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಅದನ್ನು ಸೊಂಟಕ್ಕೆ ಸುತ್ತಕೊಂಡು ಯಕ್ಷಗಾನ ಒಂದು 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಕುಡಿದು ಬಿಟ್ಟ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಯ ರಾಯಭಾರಿ ಬಂದು ಅವರನ್ನು ಅಪ್ಪೆ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಂತೆ, ಏನು ಅದ್ಭುತ ಕಲಾವಿದ ನೀವು ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೋಹನ್ ಹೆಗಡೆಗೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಮೋಷನ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು ಸ್ಯಾಲ್ಕೋದಲ್ಲಿ.
ಮತ್ತೇನಾದರೂ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳೋದಿದ್ರೆ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು.
Sir, I think we have 2 important challenges. One is good proportion of graduates are not employable. Number 1. Number 2 is a study says that in the next 15 years, the 40% of the jobs that may be created is unheard today. So we have to prepare students for the jobs which is not existing today. That is the real challenge before us.
So I think one thing is code writing. ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಪ್ರಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಜಾಬ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಹಳೆ ಜಾಬ್ಗಳು ಹಳೆತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ, ಸತ್ತು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ, ಹೊಸ ಜಾಬ್ಗಳು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. ಈಗ ತುಂಬ ರೂಢ ಸಿಟಿಗಳಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರೂಢ ಸಿಟಿ ಇನ್ ದೇಶಪಾಂಡೆ ರೂಢ ಸಿಟಿ ಇನ್ ಹಲಿಯಾ. ಆ ರೂಢ ಸಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಳೆಯದು ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಜಾಬ್ಸು, ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಜಾಬ್ಸು ಯಾರು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ DA ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ, 25 ದಿವಸದ ಕೋರ್ಸು, 1 ತಿಂಗಳ ಕೋರ್ಸು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹಣ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಯಾರು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿವೈಸ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಕೋರ್ಸಸ್. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾಲಮಾನಕ್ಕೆ ತಕ್ಕಂತೆ ನಾವು ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೊಸ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಬಹುಶಃ ಕೋಡ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಜಗತ್ತು ಈಗ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸಿದ್ದಾಪುರ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಹೊಸ ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ, ಹಳೆಯದನ್ನೇ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಯಾರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ?
That is exactly what they meant by autonomy to the institutions. So you have a freedom to develop your own courses as per the needs of the society, as per the requirement of the industry, so that you have generate new kind of courses which addresses the current challenges. That's the whole idea. And this value addition as well as certificate courses, large number of skill development courses are being given. That's what I mean to say. The graduate attributes, what are going to be, what you want, you are going to decide in the institutions through this autonomy, that what you expect the student to be. That's why what I mean to say is teacher-centered focus. You understand the requirement of next 30 or 40 years, and you say the dash number of jobs are not there, but same number of jobs will be created in something else. So you should be quick enough to look at that and try to modify your curriculum rather than going again into an affiliated system where somebody has given you syllabus and we can't keep on teaching those things. I think we need to, that reform has to be done through the institutions only. That job creation also happens because the moment they are given alternate like innovation and entrepreneurship, so they are thinking in a different direction. So I think that kind of a ecosystem it will evolve. In next 10 years, it's completely going to shift from organized to it's more unorganized sectors. It's not going to be same because a lot of technology interventions are happening. Why do we need really to come to the college? If you look at 8 months of time, do you need to come every day to this college for 5 days? No. Absolutely not. You can deliver whatever you are trying to do through these online modes. Also, at the same time, offline, value addition, certificate courses, and that ecosystem, feel of that ecosystem, for that they need to come. So you can always sandwich, kind of a education system which is much more open and much more, rather than again going to box and then start teaching the same thing. I think we need to, there will be changes which should be taken very positively from this.
My colleague, Professor of Economics, enters in the language of economics. Now, one of the economics professors used to give the same question in every examination. And then somebody asked him, "Sir, what is that? You are giving the same question in every examination." Then the professor said, "Yes, questions are same, but the answers are different." So are we prepared to give different answers? That is relevance. If we have the same syllabus for years together, then we become irrelevant. So for being relevant, as some of the jobs are vanishing, new jobs are coming, so we should be observant of these changes happening and suitably modify our contents and modify our pedagogy and then prepare the students for future. As rightly said, future is not known, but we need to have a wide arena of skills, wide dimension of skills, so that somewhere we will fit in future for the new job. And as Professor said in the beginning, the learning is a continuous process. So if we can teach the student to learn, then that is the greatest education we can give to the student.
So it's a very exciting subject and discussions can go on and they will go on and I think we can go on with the discussion later also. So thank you very much. Thanks to all the eminent speakers and thanks to the audience for this wonderful session. Thank you. Thanks to all of you. And to sum up this session, I request the chairman, Reverend Father Melvin Pinto, to sum up this session. I would like to introduce him in 1 minute. He is presently rector of St. Aloysius Group of Institutions and vice president of Mangalore Jesuit Educational Society. Very eminent man. I would request him to kindly deliver